All right, guys, here we go. Mississippi 2023. This was my very first trip ever down to the state of Mississippi. Beautiful place. Love the terrain. The people were great. It was good to meet some new people. It was also great to meet up with some old friends. Unfortunately, the first day of this hunt, I had my microphone covered up by a piece of camo tape, so I'm having to do a little bit of a voiceover. We're going to fast forward to where things get a little bit better quality wise. Well, it is the end of day one, or it's damn close to it. It is 5:30. It's not been a very good day. This morning, I just realized that my audio on my GoPro was screwed up. So this morning, I had one really close encounter. I left the truck right here, walked this dirt road all the way back to within 50 yards of a private line, and dropped off on a bird that was down in this back drainage. And what's so funny is, that first morning of the year, you're getting your gear situated, you're feeling this out, that, and you almost don't remember like what they sound like. You do, but you don't. It takes you a minute to pick up on it. A bird started gobbling, literally probably 150 yards from my truck. I tried to make it back up here to him after he had gobbled 10 or 11 times. By the time I got close enough to kind of pinpoint where he was, he shut up, and the bird that I went after initially started to gobble a few times, so I dropped back down in there on him. Everything was quiet for quite a while. He cut me off, or he didn't cut me off, but he answered me after a little mid-morning interview on the GoPro. And never seen anything of him, heard anything of him after that. Me and Travis came back and talked to Wes from Maywood Custom Calls for probably an hour and a half, and got to know him and chit-chatted, whatnot. And we actually went pretty far south to some corp land to just kind of drive around and see a couple different tracks, and it just didn't work out. There was a truck at every pull off. Mississippi pressure is no joke. It's insane. People from up where I'm from in Kentucky and Indiana, they complain about hunting pressure all the time, and I've been down here this time for only 24 hours, along with going to Alabama and Tennessee, and you guys just don't know hunting pressure until you get below Kentucky. It's unreal. But I'm fixing to go out. It's windy, it's cold, it's going to be 26 in the morning. I'm really hoping to roost this turkey tonight. If he'll gobble just once or twice, that would be fantastic. hoping I can hear him. I'm not going to jump in on top of where he roosted this morning, but just kind of listen from about 200 or 300 yards and see if maybe he roosted relatively in the same spot. If that's the case, I've got a good shot to kill him in the morning, so we'll see what happens. Sorry for the horrendous filming. Coming up on about 7 o'clock now. That bird last night apparently gobbled 5 times from 7:15 to 7:25, so we'll see. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for him sneaking through the woods. Chances are he's not going to roost within 500 yards of here tonight because that's just the way it works. Defeated again. I love it. This is the time they were gobbling last night, apparently. See if I can make one spill his guts. All right, well, it's morning number 2 down here in Mississippi. Down in the dumps, it's been really cold and windy, and turkeys gobbled for a solid 15 minutes yesterday. One time on the ground. Thought it was going to happen. He gobbled about 150 yards through the woods, if that. So, but me and Travis relocated areas last night. Saw an area that looked good on the map, and we went for it. Drove down here and parked. It's kind of funny the way these old boys down here in Mississippi do things. You got to park in your spot the night before, or it's not your spot the next day. So we kind of spread out and claimed our spots, and he's on his way to walk down here now, I believe. I ain't seen any trucks drove by. That's the crazy thing. It's Sunday morning. I mean, the pressure's come up like a lot overnight, and it's going to be sunny today, not very windy. It's going to be chilly, like I said, but nonetheless, I'm not at work. I'm not following my old lady around through some store. I'm turkey hunting, so I'm happy. And I've been sleeping pretty damn good in this truck. Tacoma, 10 out of 10 recommend sleeping in. There he was. Come on. How about that one? There you go. I got a turkey to gobble for you. How far is he? I wonder. Oh my God, that's never happened. I don't know why he didn't gobble. Well, go on, hit him with your skin flute. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it until I get to the Tennessee line. And then when I get to the Kentucky line, they're gonna be burning it down. Give it to me. Give me that shit.
Gotta take care of my little side piece.
Be safe going back to Georgia, buddy.
Good luck. Hope you have better luck than I did.
We suck. Poor Travis has been here for, what is this, your fourth day?
Fourth day.
Heard one turkey gobble 2 times. Mississippi's great, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to get down here.
Yeah, come from Mississippi, it's a blast.
I was gonna go home and he talked me out of it. I'm gonna go east and hunt a little bit tonight and in the morning, and my butt's heading back home. I'm gonna send him a picture of a dead one here in about 3 hours.
I hope you do.
Let me shoot one for you too.
Yeah.
I'll call you, just tell him to tag it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need it. I don't need that tag. I mean, I can't even find one hard.
Alright guys, so I've made my way to the back of this public. It sure looks pretty, but I don't know about it. It's got these nice, good looking wheat fields on it with clover mixed in. I've seen a few turkey tracks and a little bit of droppings. My biggest concern is that I feel like I've walked past the good timber these birds will roost in, along some water and over here across this private. But I don't gonna wait for a little while. It gets closer to dark. I don't hear anything. I'm gonna ease my way back out to where I could both hear them gobble back here, if for some reason they're behind me, and I can also hear them to where I'm headed, back to the truck. But I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I'm just ready to put my hands around one's neck. There's a bunch more right there. Some of the first turkey tracks I've seen in this whole place. There's more than I thought. Probably gonna sit down right up here. Right up here by the slough until about dark. Because I've got a feeling there's a slough that runs in this hardwoods right here. Good looking timber. Real good looking bottom land. The kind of stuff you see on frickin' Primos. It butts up to this slough that goes right up in the middle of it. These turkeys, I know down here especially, love to roost over water. So, I'm hoping if I get kind of in line with the slough and one gobbles tonight, I can kind of tell which side he's on and possibly make a move on him in the morning. If I don't hear one tonight, I'm out. This trip's been okay, but it's been one hell of a learning experience. An expensive learning experience. It's over. I'm defeated. I have walked and walked and walked. I've called, I've been quiet, I've looked for sign, I've looked for scat, I've done everything I know to do to find one of these Mississippi turkeys, and it just ain't gonna happen. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty positive that about 2 weeks ago I had the 3 best days picked, which was gonna be tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 20th through the 22nd. I wanted to come down here, give the birds some time to do their thing, let it get a little bit warmer, and what does it do? It goes from being 80 degrees in February to the high today was 43 degrees. You can probably hear the wind ripping through these pines right now. The turkeys just ain't doing it. And it's just hard for a blue collar guy that works, 50 plus hours a week like we do sometimes. Been on overtime quite a bit, and to come down and hunt a place you've never been before in terrain you've never been in before with arguably the toughest turkeys in the United States besides maybe South Florida birds. It's just, the stars are usually not in line for you. So, I've heard 5 different turkeys gobble, 2 which are on public. 3 turkeys gobble, which were on public. 2 of them were literally on a private line, gobbled just a few times and went on about their day, and the turkey this morning gobbled 2 good times. Done. It's just, it's tough, but nothing like a big old piece of humble pie. At some point, I think you just got to sit back and remind yourself that sometimes the results are not in your hands. The weather, the birds, all that stuff, works against you, and everybody needs to be humbled every now and then. And I'm telling you what, I got my butt humbled last year, and I was hoping I could avoid that this year. So, we'll just see how the rest of the year plays out. I am just ready for a little bit warmer weather. I'm ready to see my kids and hug my wife. I'm just not ready for the 7-hour drive home. So, which might happen tonight. I'm really thinking about it. I'll be home about 2 o'clock in the morning, turn on some Metallica, roll the windows down, take my shirt off. Oh yeah, I'll be awake.